Hey, this is my ranting. Uh, Lately, I've been doing a lot of deep thought on friends and how they impact your life and the various aspects of your life that they do impact. Well, I personally think that your friends, they affect how you speak, they affect how you interact with society. They they really do make you who you are. Now, if you want to look at it in certain aspects, your friends are basically your choices in life, what choices on who you want to be. Because the way your friends act and how they talk and what they do, for that matter, they do have high impact upon your life. Now, let's take an example, the swearing issue. Now, if you do a lot of swearing in your personal life, like every second word out of your mouth is the word fuck or shit or bullshit, then your friends also swear a lot too. It's just a matter of choice, right? Now, if you want to be successful in your life, you should find some friends who are very successful in their own lives and let them influence you. It may be a fast influence or it may be a slow influence, but the influence will still be there. If you are in a relationship, your friends ultimately have the highest say in that relationship, as to they do affect who you are, what you say, what you do, various other aspects. Now sometimes your friends will be in a relationship that their partner doesn't understand the value of friends, or how friends ultimately affect their personal lives. And sometimes they like to interfere. They like to say, no, you can't do that, or you can't say this, or yada yada yada, stuff like that. Now, ultimately, in the long run, that's detrimental to a friendship, as to they are denying access to that influence. Now, if you really want to look at it, that influence is the ultimate benefactor towards your life, whether it's financial influence or social influence. I say this from personal experience, as to most of my really good friends I have known for numerous years. I have two friends I've known since before I can remember, and even though I don't talk to them on a regular basis, they are still a big benefactor in my life. Now, one of them is fairly well off and he does very good for himself, but he likes to party a lot. The other one is a bit bestranged. He's in a relationship where his other half doesn't view the value of friendships and wants to keep him closed off from everybody else and everybody he knows. So if you look at that, that is detrimental to all of his friends, as she is denying him the influence that he would give and receive in that friendship. Now, let's look at the aspect of family in 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 comparison to the value of friends. Now, your family, you don't choose your family. There is a lot of areas in personal families that do affect you very much so in your own personal life. Whether you come from a broken home, an abusive home, or your parents are still together. Whether your parents show love towards each other, if you have brothers and sisters, how they acted and how they treated you, what they said around you. Their friends also do have an influence on you, whether you like to believe it or not. one of the biggest things is if your family is religious in any religion, let's say Catholicism. Now, they believe that there's a lot of heavy sin, and they tried to limit your friendships to certain individuals because of their religious beliefs. Now, my parents are divorced. They were divorced when I was a really young age. My father, when it comes to my father and my friendships, he lets me basically do what I want, say what I want, act how I want, which is has made me really who I am. Now, my mother, when I was living with my mother growing up as a boy, she was very closed-minded when it came to my friends. I was only allowed certain friends, and I had to be home at a certain time of the day. I lived a very structured life. I've been working since I was 13 years old, full-time job, every day. I would go home from school, go to work. I would get maybe be an hour to hang out with my friends, and still then my mother had to know where I was. She had to have a contact number for me, various other controlling aspects of my life. Now back to this whole friends thing. You pick up a lot of mannerisms in social terms from your friends. Mainly your vulgarity, how you talk, how you speak, how you act. You get all of that stuff from your friends because you choose your friends. Now, you may not always make the right choice in that choosing of your friends, but it's still that it's your choice. But ultimately, your friends do decide. Well, I should say your choosing of friends do decide who you become in life. So, all I say is be very careful when you're making friends or choosing to be a friend with somebody or even an acquaintance with somebody, as that acquaintance or friendship will develop over time and have influence upon your life. So, be good to one another, have fun, and enjoy.